Oh my god! Oh my god! One of the issues that occurred to us on pickup day was...
If it was up to you, we would have left straight away.
Yeah, tight.
Very tight, too tight.
Oh no.
And action.
I'm Lani.
And I'm Vidat.
This is our son Zeki. And together we're going to take you on
Another Oz adventure.
So a few weeks ago now, we picked up our very first caravan, a brand new Crusader Musketeer Palace. After tenting for many years, we're very excited and we're brand new to the caravanning game. So we wanted to share our experiences with you.
The main reason for our channel was when we were doing caravan shopping, there wasn't really anything out there from other Crusader owners with their experiences and then their reviews on how they like their vans or how they not like their vans. So I guess this is sort of the main reason why we wanted to create a channel. So for future families or people that want to buy Crusaders, they've got videos to watch on potentially their Crusader
Specific van, yeah.
Musketeer Palace.
Correct.
Or any Crusader.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, so.
So I guess we're going to begin with sharing our experience by sharing our pickup day.
This is how the pickup day went.
Where are we going? Today's the day. We pick up the van.
You excited?
I'm so excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, a little.
You don't sound very excited.
I'm excited. But we've waited how long?
18 months?
Put deposit down?
18 months since we put the deposit down.
You forget to be excited a little.
You'll be excited when you see it, I think.
Yeah.
You excited, Zeki? Are you excited? Yay! Caravan time! Woo. Oh my god, I can't wait. 18 months and 4 years of caravan shows, hoping and wishing and dreaming.
Caravan shows, YouTube channels.
YouTube channels.
videos.
Yep. And it's finally here. Can't wait. Okay, we're here. So exciting. Let's go. Here we go, here we go. That's it. That's it, that's it. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, it looks so sick. Wow. So surreal. It's finally happening. What do you think? What do you think? Do you like the van? Yeah. He's so excited.
Go.
Oh my goodness! Look at our fan on the back. Oh! Oh my god, it's actually happening. Oh my god. Oh my god. So that was our pickup day. How do you think it went?
Straight overhead. Yeah, it was pretty. You're excited. You see new stuff, everything. Brand new. You've been looking forward to it for us. It was 18 months after the day we ordered it. So, but it's straightforward. It's not not hard. Like all the things they teach you on the day, what to look out for. If you do it once, it's easy to remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so pickup day went well. I guess one of the issues that occurred to us on pickup day was to do with our Safety Dave camera, or lack thereof. So what actually happened to us was that we were advised we would be given a Safety Dave reversing camera, and to have the wiring pre-installed before pickup, which we went and did and spent money on, only to find on the pickup day that we were given a screen to plug in to our to plug into our cigarette lighter.
Yeah, essentially it was I think the brand was Sphere, and it was a wireless camera instead of having it wired. So I get, sometimes whatever's stock is available, that's what they install onto the Caravans, but quite annoying that we had to go to our auto elec, pay the money that we did. I mean, we were going it anyways for Anderson plugs and what have you, but a bit of extra labour we've had to pay for them to wire all this camera wiring to then not get that actual camera. And I guess that camera is a better camera. It was a newer HD version. The wireless camera we have now is a little choppy, not that clear. I mean, it does the job. But yeah, that was sort of the first sort of hurdle, I guess. Yeah. Not hurdle, but first
slight disappointment.
Yeah.
I guess you expect to get something and you spend a lot of money, and so when you don't, and you spend more money on top of it to, have it wired to your car, and then when it's not what you think it is, it's a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Obviously not the end of the world, but obviously not what you expect either when you're spending big money like that.
No.
So I guess the other thing with that is we put a bit of effort into deciding how we wanted the Safety Dave wired. We couldn't decide initially whether we wanted the dash mounted Safety Dave or the rear view mirror mounted Safety Dave, because I'm a bit particular with these things and wanting it to look neat. So we eventually settled on the rear view camera mount, which is why we got it wired. But there was a point that we were considering an ICE integrated system, which is where they wire it into your car's display.
ICE is a brand name, so this company, they integrate your Caravan camera into your screen, so it works much like your reversing camera in your car.
Yeah.
So that was around $1,000+.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if we had done that, I feel like we would be very, very upset.
Yeah. The only reason why we didn't end up going that way was because last minute we found out that the Safety Dave camera we were getting was the HD variant, not the SD variant, and that integrated system only works with the SD. So we sort of dodged a bullet there inadvertently, but we were seriously about to put money down on that. It just so happened that we ended up with the HD instead of the SD. So yeah.
And the thing is, our dealers didn't even know about the change on our van, so that's why they told us to wire it in, and it wasn't until we got there to pick it up that they too also realised that it wasn't what we were both expecting. But they've put in a warranty claim for us for that, I believe. So
I've emailed Crusader, and they've suggested that our dealer puts in a warranty claim for that particular camera to be installed. So we're yet to obviously hear from the dealer or Crusader yet on that, but I'm hoping to get the camera installed because it's a better camera, and I prefer wired over wireless. It's just it's what we paid for, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see what the customer service is like on this. And I was very excited to go on our first trip, but we couldn't go straight away because we had another little hiccup, which we were warned about. We knew before that was going to be an issue, and that is the incompatibility between the new Ford Rangers and the Caravan indicators.
Yes, 22, 23 next gen Ford Ranger, Everest, and I think actually some later model Jeeps have this same particular issue. Our Caravan's got these sequential indicators, and the Ranger doesn't send out a long enough signal for the actual sequential indicator to complete.
Sequence.
It just wasn't safe. You couldn't really drive it properly. I mean, an indicator still worked, but it wasn't the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah, it was only like two little globes on at the
You
start
got like
of the sequence.
A row of 12 globes, and only two were just flashing. It wasn't great.
Couldn't
So
really see.
When we picked up, that was the first thing we did. We took it straight back to our auto electrician that did the wiring for the car to begin with, for him to just do a quick once over and fix that issue.
Yeah. So I think Crusader have their own solution. Is that right?
Yeah. So Crusader and our dealer actually were coming up with an adapter. And to my understanding, the adapter was sat between your 12-pin plug and your car. I mentioned this to the auto elec, and he wasn't really a fan of. It was just another point of failure. So we thought
it wasn't really fixing the root cause of the
problem. No, it was a band-aid effect. And again, it's only particular to the range, in our instance, our car, and those particular tail lights. So, if it was any other brand tail lights that didn't do the sequential business, then it would have worked. So instead, we made sure that any fix that we did was carried out on the Caravan, to work. And I guess this is not a Crusader problem. It's not the Caravan's fault. But I don't know. I felt like you've got probably one of Australia's top selling utes, and it's a known issue. Why don't you come out with indicators that would be compatible? I was a bit confused with that.
I get, but then again, the auto elec did say that the Ford Ranger, or I don't know if actually, I don't know if it's a Ford issue or a Ford Ranger specific issue, but their indicator signals are different to the rest of the industry essentially. So other brands of cars don't have this issue. So I think you can sort of understand why there's a bit of a standoff between the two, because
there's nothing wrong with the Caravan. So the Caravan's indicators work fine. You hook up any other car, they would work.
So at the end of it, the solution was
a couple of relays on the Caravan side that were just working off one another to
extend the signal essentially that was coming from the Ranger and allow the Caravan indicators to complete the full sequence.
Yep.
All right, so with that sorted, we were off on our first trip, which I was very happy about, finally, after all the waiting. So this is how that trip went. What's happening? What's happening? Oh my goodness. Maiden Voyage time. Finally.
After how long?
After what? Of owning the Caravan? A week? Or
if it was up to you, we would have left straight away.
Yeah, we would have left the day we got it. But we know we had some things to do. Yeah, now we got that all sorted, the main stuff sorted. And we're off to test it out off-grid, fully off-grid. So we're really going to put it through its paces.
All without little man.
Yeah, our first time leaving little Zeki behind. We're going to miss him. I think it's good that we've got the distraction of the excitement of using our Caravan for the first time. Yeah. Otherwise, even more emotional. So it's good. We've got something to do.
It's alright. We'll get into a routine, get used to this, how it works. Yeah. Make sure everything works. And at least.
Yeah, no, it's good.
He'll be with us.
We can just take our time and learn how to do everything and set it up properly without stressing out and having to worry about him. Yeah, and then once we know what we're doing, next time you can join us.
That's it.
And we'll be relaxed and know what's going on. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We will. But it's exciting, and what a day! 33 degrees. We were saying earlier how pre-Caravan, when we were tenting it, we would always check the weather forecast before we left, because we didn't want it to be too hot and be stuck in a tent, or if it was too hot, we'd pack our little fan, pedestal fan, or if it was going to be too cold or rainy was the big one, we would probably cancel. So it was nice to just book something and not have to worry about the weather. That's a good one. But what are we doing here?
I just want to check the water tanks, because I lost a whole heap at home and on our way up Mount Ousley, so I'm just not sure what I'm doing. I've never been here before.
Well, at least it's nice and high.
Can you move the camera so I can see?
Oh, you want to actually drive properly. So, we noticed when we were at home filling up our water tanks to go that one of the tanks was draining water, and I mean, as far as we know and have checked, all the valves are closed. So we assumed that it was just coming out the overflow, and we did mention it to the dealer as well, and they said, yeah, it's probably just coming out the overflow because we are on a bit of a slant where our house is.
Yeah, so yeah. So that's weird. At home we're on a bit of a slant. So it doesn't matter if it's, you know, front, forward facing or rear facing. Today I was up like this and I filled up both tanks, and then obviously, you know, when you fill it up, it comes out of the overflow, and it started emptying, and it kept emptying, and this started going down. So tank 2 stayed full, but tank 1 got like to half empty. I know these aren't
super accurate.
No. So it's like,
still, it should be within like, you know, 25% of...
Yeah, I got no idea.
So you're thinking it's empty still, or you just
No, I think it's full because it's even and it's had time to settle and calibrate itself, one would assume. Otherwise... So
you just want to put a hose to it and chuck it on to check?
No, I'm not going to check. If this still showed half empty like I did at home, then I would try to fill it up again because we're a lot more flat now.
Okay.
But...
you're happy with that?
I'm happy with that, so that's fine. Because it's showing full now, so it must be somewhat full.
Yeah.
I'm happy with somewhat full as opposed to half empty or half full.
Yeah.
Right, now I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, so I guess we're just checking all this stuff because, yeah, like I said before, we are going fully off grid and it's our first time, so there's not even any toilets or anything, so we really need to make sure we have enough water. I mean, we're not going fully in the stick, so I guess if an emergency happens, like, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
But yeah, it's good to just check these things and try and give us the smoothest run possible.
Yeah.
So, alright, we're just gonna leave it and get out of here then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move your... I can't see the mirrors.
You don't need to drive, we just need to film. Where's your priorities? Tight.
Oh, very tight. Too tight.
Oh no.
Too tight. Come out wider. I wish there was an easy way to get out of here.
Can you go that way?
Huh?
Can you go through there?
Everyone's going out the same way. I just need to go wide. Oh, can you?
Yeah, people are going straight that way.
Is he?
I don't know how.
Oh, yeah, he is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go through there.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I smash into anyone. I can make this, I just need to go wider.
Yeah, well, whatever's easier. I guess maybe there's going to be more room here for you to turn this corner because there's that construction fencing there.
I can make this corner.
So maybe, yeah, just do it here because we can see what we're working with.
Let everyone go.
Part of the joys of learning the size of the van, hey?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you go. Go. Filled up too many people. Alright, here we go.
Okay,
Come on.
temp number 2.
Come on. Stay wide. Oh, man.
Yeah, heaps more room now.
And now I'm gonna exit. This guy's limiting how far I can go.
Oh God.
Again, move your camera, please. I can't see. I still can't see, but that looks...
No, you can't not see.
Oh, I just made it. Damn.
Oh God.
Alright. Easy.
This is why I'm glad I'm not towing.
That was pretty blind. I was to full lock, really, and I couldn't see where the wheels were. Matt just made it.
You did good. You did really good. All right. So how long have we got till we get there? We close or?
I've got no idea.
Oh.
It's not in any. I have an idea of where it is.
So we're just driving. We haven't passed it yet, have we?
No. So we take the exit off to Hilltop.
Okay. Are we close to that turn off?
Sort of half hour.
No. Okay.
20 minutes.
Half hour. We'll check back in then. How's it going, babe?
I'm good.
Looks tasty.
Hopefully. Just garlic and salt.
Yep,
That's all you need.
that's it. This is one of our go-tos, camping go-tos.
Mm-hmm.
Garlic chicken wings with Lebanese garlic dip, leb bread, and a beer.
And action.
So, first night in the caravan. So some of the things we've noticed, I guess, in our first few hours with it, some issues or teething problems or things we need to work out, learn a bit more about. First one would be the water tanks, filling the water tanks, I guess. We found it dribbling out, would you say, when we were filling it up at home, because we live on a slant a bit. So we think that it's coming out of the overflow.
Yeah, it's overflowing. It's
Yeah.
overflowing a fair bit.
Yeah.
And the tank, you can't read, it says full, but it overflowed so much it was half a tank left of water. And then we got on the straight and nice and flat bit of road, and then it showed full again. So who knows? Yeah, but that, I mean, that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's just, you know,
So we need to keep
trusting
an eye
that the
on-
tanks are full.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Next is, I don't know, an enormous amount of bugs have somehow come in, even though we had all the fly screens up and we had the lights dimmed and we had the bug lights on outside.
I don't know how they've come in. Like,
so I don't know if there's like a gap somewhere, or maybe some of the screens on the overhead hatches aren't as Michi proof or whatever you want to call it.
I don't know where, apart from the couple that comes through the door because we were coming in and out, there's a ton load of bugs. I just don't know where they're coming from. So, yeah, interesting. I'm not too sure.
Might have to check. Maybe like we can check the door seal or something tomorrow just to see if there's a gap, like little gaps anywhere.
Suss it
coming
out. I'm not sure. I mean, we are, you know, off grid and sort of, you know, bush. So I don't know if there's, you know, more bugs where we are. But yeah, where they're coming from, who knows?
What else? We had a bit of a situation with this window. We had it open earlier and then we've gone to close it now. It's nighttime and the strut got caught.
There's three locking mechanisms, 3 spots. You know, like
three
all
positions you can lock.
yeah.
it
So
to.
like all normal windows, you push it, it locks, and then you push it out again, it locks again, and then you push it out all the way. And there's 3 settings, I guess. We pushed it out to the furthest one, and then it didn't want to come back down. And this strut,
There was only one side.
Yeah,
it was
this-
only that side.
this strut didn't want to, when you pushed it out, it didn't want to let go.
Like,
So now we
it's
know position 1 and 2 work fine. So if you push it and then come back down, it's fine. But that third one, it
where
doesn't,
it gets caught.
gets caught. So
So we'll be putting that in for a warranty, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
that's what this trip's for, to sort of test everything out and see what might have, like, that's minor, you know what I mean? So if that's the biggest problem we have, I'll be very happy. But yeah, that's what's happened so far. Very minor. I think that's it though. Like, we haven't really had any, like, I mean, it's our first time. It's only been a few hours,
yeah, it's
so
the first
it's like,
time.
I hope we wouldn't find too much.
You got to keep using everything, you know, just use and abuse, not abuse, but, you know, use it until something breaks. But, you know, all in all, the fit and finish of the van is pretty good. That's what we've sort of fell in love with when we first saw it.
Initial reaction.
But there's a few, I think we'll just have to adjust them somewhat. Latches and drawers that aren't really latching on
properly,
the way they
should
be.
Have to slam a couple of them for them to actually grab. So
a little bit
not
more
ideal.
force. And there's a bit of clearance issues with some of the
overhead covers, like rubbing on the adjacent panels.
Again, small things.
Yeah.
But
super minor.
Apart from that, it's all. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's so many other things we're not seeing yet because it's literally the first night.
Yeah. But yeah, so far, like, our experience is, it's been great.
Oh, that one downlight cover keeps dropping off too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
For some reason, why it just it had fallen off into the sink when on handover day, and then it fell off again tonight.
Just
so
randomly.
either there's
it
something.
Clicks on though. I've clicked. It was 2 clicks when I clicked it on. So I'll be, if it falls off again, then I'll be asking something to happen. But maybe it just wasn't clicked on the first couple of times.
Either it's something simple or we have a ghost.
Yeah, no.
Would explain it.
I'm really happy with it. Our experience has been really good so far.
So far.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yep.
That's it for our first night. Oh, and the pump. One last thing. The pump.
Yes.
People have mentioned this. The pump in I don't know what brand it is that they use in these Crusader caravans. We have, as you guys know, Crusader.
It's meant
Musketeer
to be
Palace.
a really reliable pump.
Fucking loud.
It is loud.
It's loud, man. Like, you just.
But I guess we don't have anything to compare it to either, so it might not mean the most coming from us.
Can't wash your hands or do anything late at night. You feel bad. You don't want to wake people up. And
because we are like super off grid, and there's like a couple of people nearby, and it's dead quiet outside. Yeah, I definitely don't like want to wash my face or have a shower now because I'm just gonna wake everyone. So
we consider it that way.
Try to be.
I was like, babe, that's too loud. Turn it off. Stop washing your hands. So now we've got dirty hands. But that's it. Yeah, no, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, that's it. All right, well, we'll
catch you on the other side.
In the morning.
Yeah. Ciao.
Nice. What you doing there, mister? How's it all going?
Really scrambled.
Oh yeah, my scrambled egg. Oh no!
It's not, if the table's not bloody level, I've done a shit job obviously using the bloody car ramp. The wheel chock, sorry. Still, I've never worked in a tuck shop before.
Okay, I think you've really like butchered my eggs. They're done.
So that was our first trip. What do you reckon?
I thought it was good. It was nice being off grid.
Shakedown?
Yeah, testing all those features.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess I was a bit nervous to do a off grid trip for our first trip in case something didn't work. But thankfully everything worked, which was good.
Yeah.
I guess so since filming that, we've done another trip.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had a little bit more experience with it now as well. We learnt that our issue with the water tanks might not have actually been an issue. Might have been an us issue.
Yeah,
not a van issue.
It's not the water.
An inexperience issue.
Yeah. The monitoring is still, basic. I mean, a lot of people complain about the monitoring not being accurate. So I think the biggest issue was I realised there must have been a lot of air in the lines because on our second trip when I filled up, I did a couple of different things and the water stayed in there. I didn't have massive overflows of water coming out. Everything, it was a lot better essentially. So we carried a lot more water with us.
So do you want to explain what you did differently the second time to fill up the water tanks?
So our Caravan's got like an easy inlet,
Quick connect.
So connect the hose to that, and it fills both tanks up.
So we don't have to individually open the
Yeah, so
individual tank caps each time. We just go to them.
I opened up those caps first, just so there was somewhere for the air to escape. I hadn't done this last time, so I did that first off, and it filled up, I guess, a lot better. Because once I was finished and done with it, hardly any water came out of the overflow, and yeah, it stayed like that till we got to our destination, which was really good.
So that's a non-issue, which is good. The issues we were having with the bugs. So we realised something also on our second trip was that there is a bit of a gap around our door, and I think I've noticed people talking about this actually on some forums, that it's an issue and you can buy a different seal for it, but that it's a few $100s and sort of like, why isn't it fitted initially?
Especially noticeable when you just have the, I guess, the fly security screen door closed, shut, and the outer, what do you call that? Latch?
Yeah.
Open. Along the edges you can see gaps coming through. So
gaps.
there was that, and then there was a massive gap on our bedroom window. So
it wasn't clicked in properly.
Yeah. So we learnt that late into the second trip.
Yeah.
So pop that closed, and hopefully on the next one it'll be a good test to see.
Yeah. And then the other things that we picked up on that first night in the van was to do with our cupboards and our drawers not closing properly, and having some sort of clearance issue scrubbing on like adjacent.
Yeah, the tolerances aren't too bad with all the latches. I mean, I feel like they're all things that can be adjusted, but there's one thing about, I guess it's adjusting the latches is one thing for them to shut properly. You never feel like all the cupboards. You never feel like they're actually shutting. Like I'm not confident when I close it that it's actually locked. So we have to like semi-slam them shut to be confident that they're locked.
Moral of the story is
adjust your latches, because I thought they were all shut, and then I went around the block just so I could turn the Caravan around, and latches opened up, things fell out.
We have dropped things,
broken things. She yelled at me for it. But that's all. Caravan life.
Yeah. Some new things we've picked up on since going on our second trip now as well is the way our solar system is wired. We're not 100% happy with, and I guess hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
We know a lot better now.
Look, it's a fantastic system. We spent a bit of extra money to be as off-grid as possible without being over the top. Although some people might think we've already gone over the top. I don't think we have. There's always more room for solar, more room for batteries.
Campers.
Yeah, weekend campers, but I've dressed it up as if we're full-time campers. So essentially, we'll go into more detail and have like another video on this, but there's a massive bottleneck in the actual electrical system itself. So I have got a lot of solar panels, but I'm not making the most of those solar panels with the batteries and the battery management system we have. But I'll get into more detail with what the actual problem is and what we're planning on doing to fix it. We've got all the componentry there actually. It's just having it wired a different way.
Yep. So that'll be a future video.
Yep.
We've also currently working on. We've got a sizzler. I never remember if it's a sizzler or a sizzle master. It's a sizzler.
Sizzle.
Okay.
Barbecue that sizzles.
We're going to be extending our toolbox slide out so we can fit our Sizzler Marine Barbecue. I think that seems to be a common upgrade that people are interested in doing to their Crusaders, of which we could not find any videos on. So that's something we're working on at the moment. We're going to talk about the Ranger, how that tows.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a big one.
Yeah.
Hip camps, caravan parks. Some of the things we find is that we're a bit pedantic maybe. I don't know if the average person is like this. We want to know what it's like getting somewhere, what the road condition is like. Do you have much, as a first time caravanners, I think we're nervous about access and how much space we're going to have to park and things like that. So we'll probably do some videos on the places we visit and what sites are the best sites to stay on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully they've enjoyed it.
More to come.
See you in the next one.
Ciao.
Bye. So along with the electrical, what am I saying? Electrical upgrade, electrical modification. Along with the...
modification.
So along with the upgrade to our, or modification, sorry, to our solar system.
Yeah. It is a solar system.
Okay.
It's not up in the sky. It is a system controlled with solar.
Okay, that's good. It's been talking so much now, you like question every word that comes out of your mouth.
Solar system? The galaxy.